Hello students, this is your Prime English book of class 3. Today we are going to learn 5th chapter from this book. And the topic of the chapter is Gulliver's Travels. This is a story adapted from Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift. Okay, this is actually a fictional tale. Tale means a story, okay, but in our imagination while reading it pretend to be true or real story involving a several voyage, okay, of Lemuel Gulliver. He is a sailor and he was only survival of that ship, of his ship, okay. Actually, Gulliver is actually a surname of Lemuel, and Lemuel Gulliver is a person related with the story, and travels means obviously to travel or to make a journey and from one place to another, right? So it's a story of Gulliver's travel, means it's a journey of Gulliver's. Okay, so let's see what the journey of Gulliver in this story. Okay, but before we start our story, look at the exercises. Okay, look at the exercises that discuss in pairs. How would you feel if you were to find yourself in the following situation? Then you just have to feel that how you feel if you found that you are in this situation. Like place one, if all the creatures are animals and you are the only human being, okay, if everything around you are animals, then only you who is a human being, then how you feel. Okay, you just have to imagine it. And place in a place two, everyone around you is a giant. That means if everyone around you is a giant means big, okay, then how you feel. Okay, because in front of giant peoples you look like a lilliputs, like, right? So how you feel, you just have to think it out. Okay, and in a place three, everyone around you is a dwarf. So if everyone is dwarf around you and you are the only human being, then how you feel, you just have to imagine it. Okay, how you feel in that situation, you just have to feel it. Okay, would you be scared? If you are in this kind of situation, then how you feel? Would you be scared? Scared means afraid, okay? Would you be afraid or would you be excited? Or would you want to run away? Or would you try to make friends with the animals and the people there? So what do you think? What you will do if you are in that situation? You just have to think about it. Will you scared or would you feel excited, or you want to make a friend with them, or you want to, or you will run away from the situation? So you just have to think it out. Okay, now let's come to the reading junction. Okay, that means now we will study that what the story is exactly. Okay, first I'll read a paragraph by paragraph, then I will explain it to you accordingly or side by side, right? So look at here. A long time ago there lived a man named Lemuel Gulliver. He was a sailor. One day he decided to go on a voyage with his friends. However, when they were sailing, a violent storm destroyed their ship. Luckily, Gulliver was a good swimmer. He swam and finally reached an island. He was so tired that he fell asleep. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he found himself tied to the ground. He tried to move but could not. He tried to untie himself, but he was unable to move. Okay. According to this paragraph, Long time back, there was a man named Lemuel Gulliver, and he was a sailor. Okay, as we know, as I told you already, that he was a sailor. Okay, but one day, you know what happened? One day he was decided to go voyage. Okay, go on a voyage. You know what voyage is? It's already given in your textbook only, that it's a journey by a sea. That means it's a journey by sea means with the help of boats, ships and all. Okay, so he was decided to go on a voyage with his friend. Okay, but when they were sailing, that means when they were going on a ship, violent storm occurred. Violent means destructive. Okay, destructive storm. Storm means raining, lightning. Okay, it's there. That means a violent storm means destructive rainfall or lightning which destroyed their ship. Okay, which destroyed their ship. And by luckily only Gulliver was safe. Because you know why he was safe? Only the person who survived from that ship, because he was a good swimmer. Okay, he was a good swimmer. So he swam and swam and finally reached an island. Okay, he was tired and slept when he reached island, because he was swam continuously and he slept for a long time. But when he woke up, he found himself tied with what? Tied with rope. Okay, he tried to move from there, but he could not able to move a bit also. Okay, he tried to escape from that rope. Okay, but he couldn't able to escape, right? So he was trying and trying to move out from there, but he was unable to move, right? Now move on to the next paragraph. Gulliver looked around and saw that he was surrounded by tiny men. He stared at them in a disbelief. They were no longer than his thumb. He tried to free himself, but they started attacking him with their sticks. Gulliver did not want to hurt them back, so he stayed still. When the tiny people saw that he was not trying to harm them, they brought him food and water. Okay. So he was trying to come out from that rope, right? But he was not able to come out from that rope. And suddenly, what he saw, he looked around. Okay, suddenly when he looked around, what he saw? He saw a tiny means small people surrounded him. Okay. He stared. Stared means look. Okay. He stared means looked. He looked at them and was in a disbelief situation. You know what disbelief means? It's already in your book. That look at here. It's in the pink color. Like in disbelief means not being able to believe something. Okay, that means he was in a disbelief situation. Means he couldn't able to believe that these tiny people, just like his thumb size, can do this. Understood? He just thought that he couldn't able to believe that these tiny people, just like his thumb size, can do this, can tighten up with a rope. Okay, he tried and tried to escape from that rope, but tiny people started to attack him with their sticks. Okay, when the Gulliver was trying to escape from that rope, what that little tiny men did, these people started to attack with these sticks. Okay, because for those tiny peoples also, he must be stranger, right? and even they afraid of his size. Okay, so Gulliver thought that, and he stayed still or fridged himself because he don't want to hurt them, right? So when those tiny people saw that the Gulliver was not moving or not trying to hurt them, what did they do? They brought food and water for them. Okay, because those tiny people thought that now the Gulliver was still, so he is not going to harm us, so they brought food and water for them, okay, for him. Okay, now come to the next paragraph. They had to bring a lot of food and water as Gulliver was very hungry and thirsty. When they lifted him on a huge cart and carried him to their king. Okay, they had to bring lot of food and water for Gulliver because he was very hungry and thirsty, as well as his diet is more as compared to those tiny people, right? Because he is giant as compared to them. Okay, giant means big. Okay, he was big as compared to those tiny people. Okay, so they lifted them on a huge means big cart and taken to in front of their king. Okay, so they took so those tiny people taken Gulliver to the king. Okay, on cart, huge cart. Okay, now come to the next. Gulliver soon realized that he was in the land of Lilliput. He saw that the Lilliputians were both afraid and excited to see him. Okay, that time he realized, that means Gulliver realized that he was in a land of Lilliput. Okay, land of Lilliput, and Lilliputian means common people who lived in that land, in that island, whose name Lilliput. Okay, actually Lilliputian is same like whenever the people whoever the people lives in India, they will called as Indians. Okay, so similarly the whoever lived in a Lilliput, they will called as Lilliputians. Okay, Lilliputians. And so he saw they were both afraid and excited to see. Okay, because this was their first time to see such a big person on their land. Okay, so they were so excited to see Gulliver. Okay, now come to the next paragraph. Finally, they arrived at the king's palace. The king told Gulliver, "You are indeed a strange man. I will allow you to stay in Lilliput, but you have to promise that you will help us and never harm us." Gulliver promised the king that he would not harm any Lilliputians. Okay. Finally, you know what? Finally, they arrived. That means they reached at King's palace. Palace means where king and queen live. Okay, house of palace. Okay, a house of king and queen. Okay, so finally they reached there. Okay, they arrived there. The king said to the Gulliver that you are totally strange for us. Okay, because your height is too big. Okay, because of your height you are stranger to us, but I will allow you to stay in this island. Okay, that is Lilliput. Okay, that means the king allowed him to stay in his island, that is Lilliput. Okay, but king also said that you have to promise me that you will not going to harm us and you will help us if we need it. Okay, so even king said that I can give you, I can allow you to stay, but you have to give a promise. You have to give a promise that you will not harm us, and in times of need you are going to help us. Okay, so king said that, and in reply, even the Gulliver promised the king that he will never harm any Lilliputians. Okay. Now come to next. Gulliver was afraid. Lilliputians built a house for him. Gulliver stayed with them and helped them. Okay. Now Gulliver was afraid. That means he freed from the rope. Okay. So Lilliputian built a house for him, and even the Gulliver stayed with them and helping them in every situation. Okay. Now next one. Okay, now come to next paragraph. One day the king sent for Gulliver. We are in trouble. We need your help, cried the messenger. Our neighboring island, Blefuscu, is at war with us. They are heading towards our island in their warships. You have to do something. So one day, you know what happened? One day, king sent his messenger to Gulliver, asking for him that they, means Lilliputians, were in big trouble. Okay, and they need Gulliver's help. You know why they were asking for the help? Because the neighboring countries, neighboring means nearby, country means island, okay, neighboring island named Blefuscu were coming to attack their Lilliputian island, Lilliputian's island in their worship, okay. So the king asking him, so the king was asking to help them and to save them from the problem they are going to face, okay. So the king was requesting the Gulliver to help in the situation which they are going to face, because the Blefuscus were in an attack position. They were attacking, or they were having war with they just want a war with the Lilliputians. Okay. So now come to the next paragraph. Gulliver walked with the sea. He took a long rope, tied all the 100 ships together. Then he dragged them across the water. He did this the whole day. At the end, the army had no strength to left. Okay. So according to this paragraph, Gulliver walked into the sea. Okay. That means he was agreed to help the Lilliputians. Okay, so he walked into the sea and took long rope and tied up all the 100 ships together and started dragging. Dragging means to pull with a force, okay, with across the water from one side to the another. And he did this for a whole day, okay. And at the end, you know what happened? At the end, army of enemies were tired because they couldn't able to, they are not able to manage or make free from the ship, free their ship from Gulliver's. Okay, so they were tired at the end, and so they left the fight. Okay, understood? Now come to the last paragraph. The king Blefuscu came begging for peace between the two kingdoms. Gulliver requested the king to make peace with his neighbors. The king always listened to Gulliver's advice. He readily agreed. Gulliver became a hero. He lived in Lilliput for many years and then returned home. Okay, so finally, you know what happened? Finally, the king of Blefuscu was begging for the peace. Okay, they want to stop the war. Okay, means they want to settle the war. They want to settle the war between, they want to stop the war between these two islands. Okay, so, or we can say that the king was asking for the war to stop. Okay, even the Gulliver requested the king, then that means the king of Lilliput. Okay, the Gulliver requested the king of Lilliput to stop the war and to make a peace, or to make a friendship with the neighboring countries, and that means, or the neighboring island. Okay, that means he requested King always used to listen the decision of or the advice of Gulliver. Okay, so the king was agree with the Gulliver, so the war stopped. Finally the war was stopped. Okay, and both the kings became friends. Now Gulliver became hero. Okay, because of Gulliver, two island had the friendships. Okay, so the Gulliver became hero, and he lived in Lilliput for many years and returned home after spending a good and quality time with them. Okay, that means he stayed for a long time out there after making a friendship for the two islands. Okay, so this is the end of the story. I think you all have enjoyed and understood the story. Okay, so thank you.